Hey everyone, welcome to the patch.
Hey, you're doing the thing with the...
Gus, Ray, and Michael here.
Hello.
Hey.
We're here to talk about video games and video game related stuff. So I've been out of the country at PAX
The
Australia,
loop,
thanks.
Gus.
So I don't know what's going on. So this is going to be an hour where you guys tell me about games and what's happening.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, is it?
So please, catch me up.
Great.
Man,
Ray?
stuff. I've been playing Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. That game came out in 2006. Man, that's a doozy of a game.
So we're really topical this
Yeah,
week.
well,
Gus,
know.
you've been gone for a while.
It's like everything old is new again.
Yeah.
I'm playing Mass Effect 1, so that's, what,
Which probably also
2007?
2006 or
Yeah,
so.
2006
Yeah.
or 7.
So
It's
great.
weird to think both of those games came out in the same year. Mass Effect 1's pretty good. Fantastic Four, not so good.
Is that like a movie tie-in game?
Yeah, I'm just playing it for achievements. I mean, nothing's really come out.
You're the fucking game
Am I?
guy, Ray.
Like, what was the big game that came
Yeah.
out? Was it Last of Us?
I don't know,
the
I'm
last
asking
one?
you.
I don't know.
Last of Us was good. I played it. We talked about that
Came out like a month
40,000
ago.
times
Yeah.
on this podcast already.
Well, the next big release is Saints Row, isn't it? That comes out in like 3 weeks or something
Yeah, like the end of August. I read
Yeah.
today
I'm
that
excited
it
about
went
that. Yeah.
it went gold, I guess,
Oh, did
today.
it?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
I guess they're publishing or they're duplicating
Yeah.
discs now so that it'll be ready.
Pumped.
So
Should be good.
I was just down in Australia for PAX
Yeah.
Australia, and everyone kept asking me about Saints Row the Fourth because it was denied classification down
Yeah, yeah.
there, and they all wanted to know if I knew about it, even though we talked
Yeah.
about that extensively.
They
But
can't
yeah, I
see
guess-
trailers in Australia either?
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
denied classification because of the anal probe gun.
Yeah. was
And
Saints
I
Row
think
the
there's
third?
like some kind of space drugs.
Was the Saints Row
So
the third
regular
banned there,
drugs
too?
are fine.
I don't think so.
It's weird.
I don't know if I don't think regular drugs are fine either. But I think the only
Okay.
drugs in the game are space drugs.
Space drugs, got it.
I think someone told me about it. I don't remember what it is now. Do you know what it is?
They just released a trailer about like not the anal probe gun, but you shoot it at a vehicle and like a UFO comes out of nowhere and just like sucks it up. Like that was their trailer for today. It's like Hail to the President or something. So they're still releasing little things for it. Know nothing about space drugs though. News to me.
Yeah. Someone tried to explain to me what the space drugs were, but I can't remember.
In
what
Australia,
It was.
so
Yeah.
no.
Like, I guess like down there they know all about
Okay.
what's been cut since they know they're not going to see it.
That sucks.
They
Is
also
it-
kept asking about State of Decay because I guess that was denied classification. But I think they made changes to that game, and I think it's going to come out.
They're releasing
soon.
a sandbox mode for that game. They were
Really?
just talking about that, yeah.
Really wish they would have a multiplayer version of that game.
Yeah.
I read the developer said that they would not be able to do it though.
That sucks. Have you
What-
played State of Decay?
I have not played it yet. I bought it
Okay.
the other day. I finally took the plunge and purchased it and downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. What is the difference between the main game now and sandbox mode? I thought it was kind of...
Sandbox mode, there's no story. It's just survive as long as you can.
Oh,
and keep
okay.
building up and stuff.
But you could theoretically do that.
Yeah, you
now.
could theoretically-
It's like
Yeah.
the same map, I imagine, yes? Or is
Yeah.
it like a totally different
I
area?
assume it's the same map.
He's the one. Don't look at me. He's the one
Yeah.
who talked
Listen,
about
I
it.
think
It's the
so.
first
Yeah.
I
I
heard
haven't
of it.
played it yet.
You should play it.
Did they
I
say
should
when it's
play
coming
it.
out?
No, they're working on it right now.
Right, like literally right
Yeah,
now.
right
It's like
now,
a
they're
dude
working on it.
typing away.
State of Decay will probably be one of the next games I play because I was holding off because I was playing The Last of Us, which is a much bigger game just because it's retail, and it was already kind of the whole zombie infected thing. I didn't want to put too many zombies on one plate, so I was like, fuck it, I'll play this and then do State of Decay. So I'm the only one who hasn't played it yet.
Yeah, totally different though.
Yeah.
Totally different feel.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I should address this just because I keep getting emails about it. Cordyceps, which are like, have you played Last of Us?
No.
So cordyceps are like the basis of zombies in Last of Us, right? Like they make the fungus people.
Yeah.
People keep telling us, even though we've said this before, that cordyceps are a real thing, but they only infect insects, I think, in South America.
Okay.
Like, so I'm saying it now so that I
Yeah.
don't get any more emails
So Gus
about
heard
it.
you, everyone who's been saying it.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's like freaky pictures of like ants with like fungus or
Jeez.
plants growing out of their heads.
That's
which is
creepy.
very similar to like
Yeah.
the zombies in Last of Us. I was also wrong about something else I said on the patch the other week.
You were wrong?
2 weeks ago, I said
What?
something wrong. I meant to correct it last week and I forgot. Apparently, on the new Xbox 360Es,
Those
which
are the ones that look like the ones, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Super confusing.
Yeah.
I said that there was no analog video out, but apparently there is. It just comes out via a 3.5 millimeter jack, like a headphone jack on the back.
Weird.
Yeah, so
That's
I saw
bizarre.
that. I just thought it was a headphone jack. Yeah,
yeah.
like you could plug your headphones into the Xbox, but apparently there's an adapter that breaks
So
that
if you're
out to component.
dying for analog, there's still a way.
Yeah, there's still a way. Do you I figure that's for component and composite connection. So people who are playing, HD via analog, and people who are connecting via standard def.
Right.
Do we know, is the Xbox One going to have any standard def?
No, I think
I
it's
don't
all.
think so.
I think it's all HDMI, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think they dropped component,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong.
but
I'm
they
pretty
might have
sure.
that 3.5 millimeter
That's
jack.
Maybe,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
It might
Thought it
still
was
be
a
there.
headphone jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might not have been expecting that. We might not have looked for
I
it.
mean, if they put it on the E, you would imagine. I mean, that's brand new. It's probably going to come out on the one.
Yeah.
How many months is that coming out after the E? Like 6 months later?
Probably even less.
Yeah.
When is the launch? Have they set a specific date or have they just said November?
It still says November. I checked the other day. It's like November 2013. It's like, come on now.
And the PlayStation is still by
I
end
just
of
want to know
year,
a date.
right?
Come on now.
I want to mark it on my calendar. What's that?
And the PlayStation 4 is still by end of year? Like they don't even have a month.
I don't think so, no.
That's really weird.
You could assume. Just
Why
November.
do you know, why wouldn't they announce that at E3?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they still have to pick a
You
date.
think you know by now?
Yeah.
That's true.
You think you would want to start
Well, you have
marketing it once
3-4 months off?
Yeah, once you've announced the console, you've
price.
announced the price,
The games.
you've announced the lineup,
Yeah.
why not finish
When
it?
can you buy it?
Coming sometime.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nope.
it seems really weird to me that they're pushing all this marketing for it, but they're not pushing a date to
yeah.
remind you. I saw the Xbox One when I was at PAX Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had it like in a glass case, and it wasn't even at the booth all day. Like it was like.
Oh yeah.
I saw a picture on
like the
Reddit of
president.
some guy that's like, I waited 3.5 hours in line to see the Xbox One, then they show the glass case and it's empty.
Yeah, it was
And
there like-
he's
To be
posing in front
fair.
of me, he's like, and it's just empty.
It was there for like an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon. And honestly, the lines weren't that long. That guy did not wait 3 hours to
Yeah,
see it.
even if he did, like playing is one thing. Who the fuck waits 3 hours in line to look at a console that's gonna be out in 3 months?
But every time that
Really?
it was out, like I would walk by that booth, there were tons of people around it taking pictures.
I guess it's
So
like,
people want to see it. It was a big draw.
even so, why take it out of the box?
Yeah.
No, it's a weird thing.
Cool, there it is. All right, move on.
Yeah. No, tons
Can
of
I have one? No, I don't give a shit.
Do you
When's it
keep when
coming out? Oh, you don't know?
No, no idea. Yeah, I guess it was like the only one down there in the region. So I think that they were using it for on-stage demos as well. So I think that's why it was only there.
Unplugging it and bringing it in.
All right,
I
we
think
need
that's why
this.
it was only there for like
We'll
an
be back
hour.
in an hour. Mm-hmm. Did you see this countdown for Left 4 Dead 3 just emerge randomly?
No.
Yeah, it's I forgot the website, but I guess that seemed legit. Like it had like Valve and Source 2 at the bottom. It was like a countdown for like 30 days.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, me neither. But I mean, it'd be exciting if it was.
It seems like you would hear more about that. Did you just hear about that today?
Yesterday, I think.
Yesterday just kind of popped up.
I heard Ray discover it. He was like,
Yeah, I saw him like.
interesting.
I want to believe
Not
this.
sure if real. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it was like a 30-day countdown, but I'm not sure if there's any like major events.
What's in 30 days?
Half-Life 3.
Makes sense. End of
But,
August. So
Is it-
PAX Prime is around 30 days away. I think PAX Prime's like 35 days away.
Yeah, but Valve doesn't have a presence at PAX, does it?
No.
Do they have a presence anywhere really?
No.
Valve does
so
whatever the
bizarre.
fuck they want.
Because they can, right?
Yeah.
Like
and
they can
have
do no
for
wrong.
quite some time.
So are you like playing any Steam games or buying any Steam summer sale games? Is the summer sale still going on?
No, it's
I've been
over.
gone. It's over? Damn.
Yeah. I checked every day. There was really nothing that.
What the fuck is the deal with those trading cards?
That's like their new achievement system, right? Or
Is
something
it?
Like that?
I
think
heard
so.
about that, but I don't really play that much Steam, so I'm not quite familiar with that.
I'm not big into achievements unless it's like 360. Like they've had achievements for a while, and they still do.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously PlayStation has trophies. And then somebody was telling me about the whole trading card thing, where you like get the trading cards, which are like achievements, and then you could trade your achievements with someone else. Or,
Yeah.
it was
then,
really like
you
confusing.
collected a set of cards, then you got like a commendation.
Yeah.
And I think the commendation is like the achievement.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I think each game had 10 cards or something like that, and you just had to collect them all.
Just like fucking Fable shit, where you gotta like collect all the dolls.
Yeah.
I don't want to trade shit. Just give me my achievement.
You, could you sell them? I think you could sell them too, right?
In Fable, I think so.
I mean, like in on Steam.
Oh,
the cards.
really?
Yeah.
Like at whatever you want, or
I don't know. I should have looked this up before I
Yeah.
started talking out my ass.
Welcome
that's-
to my
that's
life.
what it's
the-
there
that's not the
for,
way we
right?
work.
Dude,
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, you'll make an
just-
amendment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It'll all be fine. So everyone who's going to send me an angry email about this, don't worry. Give me 2 weeks. I'll get back. I'll fix it.
We'll straighten it out.
We'll straighten everything
Can you
out.
imagine if you can get an achievement for somebody, but then like sell it to them? It's like, oh yeah, I got this achievement for you. And
Ray,
can
you
have
would
it
be
for, like-
fucking rich.
I would. I would. Be,
Ray would quit right now and just be like, "Need an achievement? Call me up. 555 Ray, baby.
Could you?
well, Ray with the
555 Ray, baby. 555
Oh,
would be
okay,
the
gotcha,
area code.
gotcha.
Oh, gotcha.
Threw me off there.
You could almost. I mean, do people do that now? Because there's a lot of multiplayer achievements. Like, what if someone helps
There
you
are
out?
people that set up multiple Xboxes to like boost. With
I
themselves.
know a long time ago, but I knew people, specifically, I think it was the Call of Duty Mile High Club. I know a guy who, like a group of friends, and one friend who had it, another dude couldn't get it, like tried it. It was the last one he had. He said, fuck it, just gave the guy his account information and his password, so somebody else downloaded his account and then fucking played it and got the achievement for him. It's like, all right, I mean, I guess you have the game perfected. And he's like, don't worry, I downloaded your account on my Xbox and got
It's
you
there
the achievement.
forever.
Yeah.
There's no sense of satisfaction with that. Like even I'm
Right.
not
Who
a big
gives a shit?
achievement guy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be happy with that.
I remember when I was in middle school or like grammar school, I was probably like 11 or 12 or whatever. It was around the time when Nintendo 64 came out, which I think was 96.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I was like involved in the first aid squad, or like due to like my family, like we knew a lot of firefighters and first aid squad people and all this and that, and I was just kind of like dragged along as a kid. But there was a lot of people there, like even older people that played video games, and there was a guy who played GoldenEye, but he wasn't good enough to get the cheats, because in the original GoldenEye, you actually had to earn the cheats.
Right.
It was like a certain level at a certain difficulty in a certain
Certain
time. So like he paid me $20 to borrow his game for the weekend and just get him all the fucking cheats and then give it back to him. I was
I
like,
remember
here you go,
beating
bitch.
that game. You have to beat, was it faculty or facility? The
In
second
under
one?
2 minutes.
In under 2 minutes on double O.
On the hardest difficulty. Yeah, and that was for
Which is
invincibility. That was the hardest
ridiculous,
one
yes.
in the game.
You
It's
got
like-
it?
Yeah.
$20, huh? I think I got a good deal.
Yeah.
And it was a lot harder back then too, because you actually had to know the person physically handling
Yeah.
something, as opposed
Right.
to just downloading a profile.
Plus, fun fact, GoldenEye, a lot harder with one stick.
Yeah.
Playing first-person shooters, you just get really accustomed to this two-stick. It's like, oh, feet and
Yeah,
head, man, this
you,
is great.
you couldn't look up and down, right?
You could with the C
you
buttons.
could.
Oh.
No, the C button strafed left and right.
Well, if you down, it was like inverted. I think if you held down, like C down, you looked up, and you held C up, you looked down.
Right.
Which
Was there any advantage to that?
no,
Yeah.
the game auto aimed for you most of the time,
You're
which
right.
was kind of made up for it.
I'm pretty sure you could look up and down, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't
Well,
like
well, maybe
I
if you
think
aim,
If
if you
you aim, you could look up and down. But while it's like hold the right bumper, it gave you a crosshair for you to like aim. If you weren't holding
Well,
it,
it
you
was
would
R.
just.
There's no
I'm
right
sorry,
bumper back
sorry.
then.
You would just look around, but you could hold R and then still use the C sticks or the C buttons, if I'm not mistaken. And you could aim and strafe left and right, and that would be it. You still couldn't like run around and shoot people.
Right.
So primitive.
I went back and played Knights of the Old Republic recently. It was on.
That's great.
It was on Steam for like $5 or something, right? That game's 10 years old now, right?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
It
Yeah,
was- it was-
I would say at least.
Yeah, it came out pretty early
Yeah.
in the Xbox lifespan.
And I was really shocked, because I was playing it on my laptop. I was really shocked that you cannot look up and down in that game.
You can't?
Oh, you could just spin it.
Yeah, and there's no jump. You are totally stuck to the ground and looking on the flat plane the whole time.
Is there a jump in Mass Effect? I don't think so.
No, but starting in Mass Effect 2, you can. Well, in Mass Effect 1, can you leap over obstacles? Like in 2, you can. You get up to
Don't
cover,
know.
and then you can jump over it. Yeah, but there's no just like jump.
I remember when I first played Coder, I was like 12 and I rented it and I hated it because I was too dumb. And I just made like the worst character ever. Like that was like the first like expansive role-playing game I'd ever played, and I wasn't aware that like you can put every single stat upgrade into like hacking and be good at the game. So I had to like give up like 15 hours into the game and be like, "Oh, okay, well let me start all over again."
Yeah.
Mulligan. Start fresh.
I went to lunch today in the fast food place I went to.
Yeah.
The cashier, his name was Malik.
Really?
I was like,
How old are you?
yeah, I was like,
Are you less than 10?
yeah, if he was less than 10, I'd really wonder. Yeah, and then when Coder 2 came out, I never got to play it because I bought it the day it came out. I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
Then I was living with Jeff at the time, and he's like, "Oh, cool, Knights of the Republic 2, can I borrow that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I never saw that game again.
Why
I
would you
had
lend
no
a
idea.
game the day?
No
like,
idea what the game
bought a
was.
game the day it came out and you lent it to somebody.
I was like playing another game. I was like, I'm almost done with this. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna play Coder 2.
I'll do my
to
Xbox One. You want to borrow it?
To this day, I have still not played that fucking game because it's
I'm
just
pretty
like,
sure Jeff has probably not played it too.
Yeah.
he finished it.
Oh, did he
did?
really?
I don't think he even played Coder 1. He fucking finished the second one. I was like, God damn it. So then, like, enough time went past, and now it's like, I can't go back
Dude,
and play
you
it.
guys can meet and talk about it. You can tell him about the first one. He'll tell you about the second one.
It's like you played the whole series.
Yeah. Job done. That's why I'm playing Mass Effect 1, because 2 is my favorite one. I hated 1, didn't like it, wasn't going to buy 2, saw the commercials, ended up buying it, loved it, got 3, and just never really played it. So I kind of want to play 3, but at this point I feel like I want to play all 3 in a row. But it's such a huge task for a game I don't like.
So I mentioned this last week's past when we recorded it, but there's like a graphic novel essentially for Mass Effect 1 that you can download them,
Yeah.
and you can like watch it and make
Yep,
decisions.
make
if you
all
don't
the
want-
choices.
if you don't want to play Mass Effect 1 all the
Yeah.
way through. It's called Mass Effect Genesis.
Right.
So
Is it-
there you go to everyone who was asking.
Is it just 1 or is it 1 and 2?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
So you can like it takes like 15 minutes. You like watch it, make decisions, and then it like creates a save file for you that we can start Mass
That's
Effect
awesome.
2.
That's the same way with me in Assassin's Creed. Like I want to play 2 and on, but I want to play them in order, and I can't get through 1.
Is Assassin's Creed 2 still available for Xbox Live Gold members? I think to the end of the month, right? For like another week.
I think
you can get it for free if you have Xbox Live.
Free
Fun ass
download.
game.
It was. It's been Fable 3, Defense Grid, and Assassin's Creed 2. I think are the 3 games.
When Assassin's Creed 1 came out, I played it and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
Yeah, so the series kind of moved on without me. But now that Assassin's Creed 2 is free, I may just download it and start there. Because everyone says that 2 addresses a lot of the problems I didn't like with 1.
That's what everybody says, yeah.
Which is the same problem I had with Mass Effect.
Right.
I didn't like 1 very much, but then 2 was awesome.
And then playing 3 and then 4 at RTX, it's like, these games are fun. I should sit down and play them. Just lazy.
No, instead you're playing Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four and Baldur's
There
Gate.
is literally a great game that everyone raves about. That's free. That you don't even have to.
I haven't downloaded.
You don't have to leave your place for. You can you can play it.
Once I commit to something, especially if it's that easy, I gotta finish it.
How far along are you in Fantastic Four?
I finished it yesterday.
Okay, there you go.
I'm all done. Now,
you're
now's
free.
a good time, yeah.
I still have Ray's Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL. I'm still borrowing.
Is that a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the.
It's like Super Smash Brothers.
the
but
Cartoon Network
characters.
version of Super Smash Brothers.
Not as good, but still pretty
Ray
fun.
beat Jack's asshole raw in it in an episode of Versus.
Nice. I saw when I was at PAX Australia. I saw someone cosplaying as the Wii Fit trainer.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that just like a yoga setup, really?
Yeah, but she was like painted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think she had a balance board,
It's pretty weird.
which makes me think of the Super Smash Brothers trailer. Now
Yeah.
that she's in it. So this
What a weird character to put in Super Smash Bros. Like
Yeah,
you
it
have
is
all these
odd.
characters and go with the Wii Fit trainer.
Well, that one or the Animal Crossing
the-
character might be weirder. Those are both like really strange choices. Like the Animal Crossing character is so like
Like,
generic.
it's like default, yeah.
yeah, non-violent. Like the whole game is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that character fighting.
I don't know. And I thought it was weird when they put like Mr. Game & Watch in there, which is just a 2D black dude.
Yeah.
Black character, whatever.
We man, when I was at PAX Australia, I love taking my 3DS to events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you just get like tons of Street
Street
Pass. So like constantly, I was sitting there just like clearing.
There was
it
a
out.
big update, wasn't there? They added new games and stuff.
Yeah, they suck.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't bother.
Do they still have a limit of 10?
Yes,
I
which
hate
is
that.
fucking annoying. That's
Yeah.
why I had to clear it out constantly. And also down there in Australia, the Street Pass games are called different things. Like they have different names.
Oh, really?
Like in the U.S., it's the default ones are what Puzzle Swap and Find Me.
Find Me, yeah.
Is there any like dingo drop or something?
The games are
Kangaroo
exactly
Battle.
the same. They just call something different. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Find
saying.
Me is called, I don't remember.
Where are you,
Locate
mate?
my pals. I don't know.
Mate.
But I'd ask people like, oh, you got a 3DS? Yeah. Like, are you playing Find Me? Like, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what? No,
You playing Get the
it's like-
fuck out of
The
here.
RPG one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here. But yeah, so like the whole time at the booth, I kept like checking it and having to clear out people 10 at a time to try to keep it going. Even during the panel, I was like clearing it out. And the funny thing about, the weird thing about that was I was
not funny,
backstage
don't
at,
laugh.
at the
Yeah.
panel.
Sorry.
And I started street passing with people I know. And I was
Oh,
like,
really?
oh shit, are they out in the audience? Like people I didn't even know were going to be in Australia. I'm like peeking out like, oh yeah, there they are.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like I found them on my 3DS before I even saw them.
Where the fuck are you?
It's weird that they would
there you
add
are.
new games, which is cool, but not increase that limit. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, why have a limit on something like that?
I think they do it so that you constantly have to pull your 3DS out. And
I
interact
guess that
with
makes
it.
sense.
I wish you could skip through
Whip it out.
Like, intro.
like accepting the people faster.
Like, just hit A and, like, accept all.
Yeah. Like as it is, like they come, they
Theoretically,
talk,
you can't
talk.
decline anybody, right? It's
Yeah.
like, get out.
It's like just fucking accept them all. So you got to sit there, like I hold down the right bumper the whole time, like oh
Yeah.
my god, just fucking.
It is cool getting people from, like, all over the world. When I was at E3, it was, like, people from, like, Norway and, like, a lot of places in Europe. I'm like, this is kind of awesome.
When I was at the airport, I got someone from the Czech Republic.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's weird. And the thing that sucks is there's no like map. For
Yeah,
some
some
of those
countries
regions.
don't have maps.
So it's like
Where do they put them?
it's just like no map available. It took me several
country
days
doesn't
until
exist.
I got the Australia map. Like I was down there, I was like,
Did you get the whole thing?
From outer
yeah.
space.
No, wait, no, I still don't have the Australia map.
Oh, you did?
It took me a few days to get the UK. I finally got the UK.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, Australia, I still don't have the map for, even though I was fucking down there.
How do you get it?
I don't know.
You just wait, just hope and pray.
Maybe
don't
that's the
know.
next update,
Is it like getting verified
Norway
on
and
Twitter?
stuff.
Just like, got it.
Yeah,
Or just throw a bunch of money at it.
yeah, you can pay for it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, download the map.
Can I pay for the map? It's 10 grand for the map of Australia.
How was PAX Australia compared to, like... I assume it's much smaller because it's a first-year thing.
It was fun. It was weird because the venue was the Melbourne Showgrounds, which isn't a convention center.
Yeah,
It's
when
like,
you say showgrounds, I think, like, an open field.
yeah,
Were there dogs?
Oh, really?
It's like a place where there's like horse races and like cattle showings.
Nice.
So it's like
Perfect
a
place
series
for a
of
video game
fields
event.
and buildings. So it's like the event was held in several buildings. Luckily, we didn't have to go out with the horses or the cows.
Okay, yeah.
It's like you go to this building is the expo hall, then the next building over is the main theater, the next building over is like
Do they not have like a
theaters.
ginormous convention center over there? Or?
They do.
Oh.
And then the showgrounds was also
No comment from Gus.
Yeah, the showgrounds was also like kind of far from downtown. So when like trying to get a taxi took fucking forever.
Could you ride the horses from building to building?
Or the cattle.
That would have been helpful.
The cattle may have taken longer. But
I did not see any horses or cattle while I was there.
Disappointing.
But like the taxi drivers were so fucking infuriating. Like one of the days I went out there, and it's a huge showgrounds, right? I mean, it's massive. So I get in the cab and I tell the guy, I'm going to the Melbourne Showgrounds. Take me to the entrance off of Lang's Road. It's like, Lang's Road? I was like, yeah. It's like, where is that? It's like, it's at the Melbourne Showgrounds. He goes, yeah, but where? I say, it's on the north side.
Yeah.
He goes, I've never heard of it. I was like, just go to the Melbourne Showgrounds and go to the north
They
side.
don't have GPS over
He's
there?
like, how do you get there? I was like, I don't fucking know.
Jesus, I'm not from this fucking country.
I know. So then we're getting kind of close to the showgrounds, and we're getting to this intersection. He's like, which way where do I go?
I fucking hate that.
And I was like, turn right.
I hate that so much.
And he goes, where do I go? I said, turn right. Yeah, but where do I go? Do I go where that car is? I said, just take a fucking right. I mean, do I have to spell this out?
You think
I need to
like,
drive?
of all people, cab drivers would like get the shit down, and even if they don't know where the fuck they're going, take out your fucking phone, okay?
He had a GPS
use a
unit.
fucking
Yeah.
Garmin. I can't stand when they're like over their shoulder, like, where do I go? Well, you should know. It's like, I don't fucking know.
He had a GPS unit and was like typing the whole time. I couldn't see what he's doing, but he's like, see, it's not on here. I can't find it. I'm like, every other cab driver's found this place. How can you be the one who can't find it?
I remember when I first moved to Austin, I went downtown one night with like Chris or a bunch of people or whatever, and I think we ended up parking our car, and then we got hammered downtown, and ended up taking a cab back home. And like, so
Responsible.
yeah. So the cab driver drops Chris off at his apartment. I was still staying with Jack at the time, which was like maybe 5 minutes away. But you know, I was drunk off my ass, and I just moved here, and I don't know if it was dark as fuck. And like all I remembered was that there was like construction on the road where you turn left because Jack like lives right off this kind of like side street, and like I missed it because it was dark out. This fucking asshole must have drove past it like back and forth like 6 times. It took me like 30 minutes to get from Chris's apartment to Jack's when I probably could have walked there in less time. And he's just like the guy was getting angrier and angrier. And at one point, like his GPS failed. He just pulls over and he fucking reaches into the glove compartment and he takes out a fucking map and starts like
my
unfolding
God.
it. I'm like, I am fucked. I am fucked. I called like an Austin cab. I assumed you knew where the fuck places were in Austin. Like I gave you the street address. I didn't say take me to Jack's house. You know, hey, you know Jack Patillo, 2 T's and 2 L's. I'm staying with the guy.
Yeah, over there.
Fucking drive to his house.
When I was, I told this story at the panel at PAX, but I didn't tell the whole thing because I didn't want people to know where I was staying.
Smart.
But at one night, I was taking a cab back to my hotel there, and I get in. I tell the guy, take me to the Hyatt. He's like, which one? I'm like, the one over there. He's like, okay. So we start driving in that direction, and I kind of know Melbourne because I've been there a few times, and we're going in the right general direction. Then as we get close, he's like, where's your hotel? I'm like, oh my gosh. So I start looking around. I'm like, it's down that street over there. Take a right. Then we pull into the Hyatt, and there's a sign that says Hyatt. And he goes, oh, this hotel? This hotel's called the Hia.
Are you shitting me?
And I was like, what, the Hyatt? He goes, no, Hia. And he's like, that's why, he was acting like that's why he couldn't find it, because I said it wrong. And I was
That
like,
explains it.
oh, okay, you're right.
Come on, Gus.
I didn't say that.
You've been there
like everyone
many
else.
times, yeah.
It's like fucking
Yeah.
assholes.
Just remove
so
the
fucking
T's.
terrible.
Probably the dumbest cab thing I've done is in 2012, Lindsay and I went to PAX, not for work, we just went like for vacation. So we booked everything, we got the flights, got the hotels, all that shit. We ended up staying at the Boston Hilton Logan Airport, whatever the fuck it is. It was a Hilton hotel, but I'm like, oh, I guess it's near the airport. So we land, we get out front, there's like a cab, and we're like, hey, we need to go to the Hilton. The guy's like, no problem. We get in, we drive out and around, leave the airport. Maybe like 10 minutes later, we're at the hotel. So we go in, we check our bags, we go to our room, and we're like, all right, let's head to the convention center. So we go up front, and we're like, hey, do you know how to get to the convention center? Because I heard there was a shuttle. Like, I checked it online. And he's like, oh, yeah, there's a shuttle. Fucking, later we find out the hotel's fucking connected to the airport. Like, you literally have to go to the second floor of the hotel, walk down a hallway, turn a corner, and there's a sky bridge. So, like,
Wow.
we landed at the airport, and all we had to do was go to the second level and walk to our hotel. We left, took a cab, drove all the way out, like, made a big U-turn, and came all the way back to our hotel. Cab driver's like, $25. And we're like, oh, here you go, thanks, sir. And we're like, motherfucker. God damn it.
That fucking sucks.
Learned a lesson that time?
That's really funny.
Never again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so PAX Prime. I can't believe PAX Prime's coming up so quick.
How many people do you think were at PAX Australia?
Like 15,000, I think.
That's a lot for like a first year, I guess.
Maybe 20,000. Yeah, it was more than that. I think between 15 and 20,000, if I had to guess. I don't know what the official number was, but I think taking an educated guess, that's probably what it was.
good.
Here, let me read this, and I'll get back to
right.
that. So I want to let everyone know that this episode of The Patch is brought to you by Fox ADHD. Just when you thought animation couldn't get any weirder, leave it to Fox. On Saturday, July 27th, High Def, a brand spanking new block of late-night animation. First, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this all serious, okay?
Okay.
All right, read it.
First, out of the darkness, one hero will swing into action to save our world from the forces of evil. From the creators of Parks and Recreation in the mind of a 5-year-old, it's the new animated series Axe Cop, starring Nick Offerman. See the guy from Parks and Rec? Nick Offerman.
Yeah, he's the dude with the mustache.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming the 5-year-old isn't
No, he's
the
a-
one from Parks and Rec.
Probably not. Then school is starting early, and you've never seen a class this long. I forgot. It's the new animated series High School USA, and it's all part of ADHD Animation Domination High Def. The revolution premieres in late night with the all-new animated series Axe Cop and High School USA. Your weekend's just got a whole lot. I keep going back to my normal voice.
That happens.
Your weekend's just got a whole lot weirder. Starting Saturday, July 27th on Fox late night. So we watched like episode 1 of that Axe Cop.
And two.
And two.
First
And two.
2 episodes.
Really interesting. I guess when you have like a 5-year-old as your primary writer,
Yeah.
you end
It's
up
pretty fucking funny.
It is pretty funny.
They're like how long?
Like
2
a minute,
minutes?
2
Yeah,
minutes.
2 minutes,
3
90
minutes?
seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how it translates to television.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out on Saturday.
No.
They've been promoting that for a while on Fox, the
Have they?
ADHD. Yeah.
Oh.
But I didn't realize it was starting
Yeah,
up so
turning
soon.
something that's a minute and a half to like 22 minutes. That's gonna be interesting.
Well, it may not be. It may be
Or it may just be like
like part
Oh,
of
okay,
a
okay,
longer
yeah.
30-minute show.
Gotcha. No.
We'll see. We'll find out.
Saturday.
Because they have 2 shows. They also talked about that High School USA,
Yeah.
which I also watched the trailer for. But anyway, PAX Australia. They had like 15, 20,000 people. There was some pretty big companies there. Like Wargaming was there. They had a pretty big setup. I think they were running tournaments.
Oh, nice.
Ubisoft was there. They were showing Assassin's Creed 4 trailers. I don't think you could do hands-on though. Nintendo was there with a pretty decent-sized booth. I can't remember who else I saw there. Then just like people you would
Obviously, Microsoft was
normally-
there because
yeah, they had the Xbox One there, but their booth
Mainly the
wasn't
glass
like,
case.
Their booth wasn't really huge. I don't know if you could play games in their booth. I think it was
Really?
just to show the Xbox One. I think they did some panels.
when was Comic-Con the same time?
Yes.
Because I know they had a big showing at
Yeah,
Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
But I think it's like different marketing departments. I think like Australia has
Yeah,
its
that's
own,
what
or
makes
it's
sense.
part of Asia. Like the weird thing to me was, like, so the World of Tanks was down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their company's Wargaming, and instead of having like Wargaming.net, which is their website, it was
Yeah.
Wargaming.asia. Because I guess it's like their
Oh. yeah.
Asian marketing department that was down there that covers the Australia region.
Speaking of Comic-Con, they announced that the Xbox One, the controller, like when you hold it, it like recognizes all your settings and it's like signs in as you. So for example, if I have like inverted controls or something and I hand it off to you, it'll switch back to
Oh.
default, which
That's
is pretty
nice, but how the fuck does it tell? Does it
I assume it
connect?
has something to do with the Kinect, yeah. Which is really like, I guess
Sweat
it's cool,
glands.
Yeah.
but at the same time, if it's like, Michael, get me this achieve. Oh, it's gonna sign me out. It's like,
Yeah.
damn it.
It's like
There
when I
goes,
pick it
there
up-
goes my business.
That, yeah.
If it feels my
You would also never give me the controller to get you an achievement.
Oh,
That would also never happen.
if it feels my sweat corroding the controller, it's like, oh, it must be Gus again.
It's just
Fucking
electric.
killing
You don't
me.
even don't need the Kinect.
Kill me. You have to wear gloves to play it.
Man, I'm really excited about the Xbox One. And
Do you
the
think it'd be
PS4.
like? Do you think it'd be like? You know, there's in a lot of movies, and off the top of my head, I know it was in that movie with Clive Owen and Paul Giamatti that like shoot 'em up. That
Stuart Little.
ridiculous, not Stuart Little. That ridiculous over the top action
Yeah.
movie shoot 'em up,
Yeah.
where like there's a fingerprint scanner on a gun. It's like the Xbox controller scans your fingerprints.
They have something like that in the Metal Gear Solid games, right?
$299.99.
In the Metal Gear Solid games, you can't pick up enemy weapons. You need to
Yeah.
like find them in a box because they're like
Yeah.
That's just
tied to
that's
their
just
DNA.
like
That's a convenient way to say "fuck you." You can't have
Yeah,
these
exactly.
weapons.
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just a gameplay.
They're fingerprint
Thanks for
scanned
Kojima.
only.
That's not a launch title, right? That comes out next
Metal
year.
Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's next year.
Tell you what is though, Dead Rising 3. Super
That's the
excited
launch
about
title?
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is the launch title? I realize maybe I don't even know it.
Uh,
I know
Ray?
Project Spark.
We just looked at it
we just looked at it the other
yesterday.
day. Stuff like Assassin's Creed 4 and Call of Duty, but I assume all that stuff's going to be out for like the 360 or whatever, and they're
Right.
supporting it. But as far as like
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs is
same
on
thing.
there, Dead Rising
That's a launch
3
title?
Yep.
on the one, yeah. That's what it's.
Wow.
That's what
Yeah.
it said on IGN. Stuff like FIFA, Madden, NBA.
I'm looking it up right here.
trying to think if there's any other like
That'd be. Yeah, I'm more curious
Rise,
about like.
I think is the launch title.
Yeah.
I'm more
Good one.
curious about the exclusive titles as opposed to.
I think Dead Rising 3,
and
Rise, and that's all I know for 360 for launch.
Yeah.
And you
we
looked
go.
at the
There we go.
PS4 as well. I
AC4,
don't remember what was on there.
Battlefield 4,
Local Cycle.
Call of Duty Ghosts, Dead Rising 3, Forza,
Killer Instinct. forgot that.
Forza.
Forza.
Loco Cycle, Madden, NBA, yeah, Killer Instinct, Rise, Watch Dogs. Wow.
I think that's a pretty good.
not a bad
The
launch
PlayStation
title.
is very similar. They have stuff like Killzone though on there, for example. But yeah, I don't know. Project Spark's coming soon.
I'm going to be playing the fuck out of Dead Rising 3, probably, and Watch Dogs, and
Yeah.
nothing else. Is Watch Dogs coming out on the 360
Yeah.
as well?
It's coming out for everything. I
Oh, is
believe.
it?
Is it earlier or same day release for both?
I don't know.
If
I
it's-
assume it's the
I'd
same
like
day.
to wait, obviously, for the one.
Yeah.
But if it's early, I don't think I can fight it.
What
Like,
if it's only like 2 weeks though?
then I'll probably
It's
wait.
probably a holiday launch also.
Yeah, I'll try and wait. I mean, because I feel like, fuck it, even if there's nothing new, I mean, why the hell would I want to play on the old console when I just spent
Yeah.
$500 on a brand new one?
So Bernie brought up an interesting point. I think it was last patch. We said so. GTA 5 is obviously coming out for the 360 in September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have a release later for the Xbox One. Will you buy it and play it on the 360
Yes.
and then rebuy it
Absolutely.
and replay it?
Yeah, because it's coming out way sooner.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, 2 weeks, Watch Dogs, I can wait it out. I can play something
Yeah.
else, you know, whatever. But GTA, it's like not even in sight for the new console, so
Yeah.
fuck that.
Hasn't
Not
been
even announced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, who knows, maybe.
That might be like the last.
Odds are, like, honestly, they'll probably put it out, and I imagine, like, extra stuff or DLC by the time it comes out, like a Game of the Year style thing, maybe. They'll throw it out.
Could be true. Kind of like what they did with episodes of Liberty City.
Yeah.
Like they released DLC.
Maybe
It's like
just
here's
wait
everything
till
on the
a-
one.
Yeah, better.
A lot of people are saying that's
version.
going to be the last game they play on current gen consoles, Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto, which I can see that lasting you till like 2 months.
Forever.
Yeah.
For forever potentially, yeah, but at least 2 months. Jeff was talking about something interesting for something like Watch Dogs, for example. If you play it on the 360 and the one will be two separate games on your gamer card. Like
Achievement- yeah,
achievement wise,
achievement
like can you
lists, yeah.
perfect the game twice?
I would
for
imagine
example?
so.
I didn't look today. I've been, this is my first day
There
back
was
in
a-
the
there was
office.
an
I literally just
article
flew
about
back
that.
last night. But I saw Major Nelson
Yep.
tweeted something.
I saw the same thing,
Yeah.
and I haven't read it yet.
Great, we all totally did our research
Hey.
ahead of coming to the Both of us saw the fucking headline.
Dude, I saw the shit out of
a
that
lot of
and wondered
reading.
the same thing,
Would've
Gus.
been easier if it
it,
was
it
video.
was like Achievements 2.0 or something.
Yeah.
It was titled. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I'll read it later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I came back to like just such a fucking ton of email.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get through this, and then I'm gonna do my work, and then I'll read that.
I imagine they'll be different.
After 7, 8 or so
Where
years, they're probably
the games for Windows
Right.
achievements were separate than 360.
Yeah.
right?
We were saying that, like
you can do it with
like
Grand
Batman.
Theft, yeah,
even.
Batman. Well, even Grand Theft Auto 4, you can perfect it on the games for Windows and 360.
Well, especially like Batman, and maybe you can do the Grand Theft Auto, but like Batman Arkham Asylum. There's Batman Arkham Asylum for the 360, and then there's Game of the Year for the 360, and then there's both for PC. So you can get 4,000 points in
On
that
one game.
Yeah, one game you get 4,000 gamer
And then
score.
they can do the same thing with Arkham
City. Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot to read.
Yeah, see? That's why I didn't read it, Gus. That's a lot of reading.
I didn't even click on it before, but yeah, there's 2 pages. There's another page.
It's pretty important.
fucking-
Gus, it's all about achievement.
Link in the link dump. Check it out.
patch notes.
Yeah,
We'll put it in the patch notes.
Sorry,
One podcast.
missed that one.
It's
Missed
funny.
the memo.
I'm glad that though they're taking like achievements like seriously, and they're not just kind of like abandoning it. Like, oh yeah, well,
fucking
that was
better.
cool.
Yeah, well, I think it's something people latched onto.
I did.
I'm curious
Are
to
you
see.
serious?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's always funny when a console launches, like all the features that come with it, to see what gets adopted and what doesn't. Like even with the original Xbox, you could rip audio CDs, and there were games where you could play your own music.
Yeah,
in
I
the
remember
game.
that. Those games were awesome.
No one did that, and like it's not even a feature anymore.
Couldn't you, when they were talking about the Xbox 360, like design your own like clothing and like sell it? Was that like one of the main?
I think
features?
they did talk about that for a
Some
while.
weird
The
like that.
Redbubble app.
Yeah. Redbubble for Redbubble.
I think it was like for your avatars, right?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Here's what I host back in the one. When they get Netflix, put the fucking party back in, because I use that all the time.
Well, I mean, you could. I assume you could just do what you do now, except like Skype's on the console, so it's like everybody hit play at the same time.
I do that now. It's
Yeah.
like, you get a bunch of people in a party, and if you're all watching a movie, like I'm right now about to watch Sharknado. I've had it, I'm waiting to watch it, but I want to watch it with people online. So, I mean, it's not on Netflix anyway, but if it was, it's like you both got to go in there, load it up, pause at the same time, be like 3, 2, 1, hit play.
Why do you do that
And
though?
then it
Like
buffers, it's like,
what is the benefit to the experience of watching in a party?
Shitty movies, because they're funny to make fun of. Movies that I'm going to talk during. You know, if it's a great movie that I want to watch, you know, like The Avengers or anything like that, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? But if it's something you're going to mock, you're going to riff on, you know, like friggin' Mystery Science Theater style, you know, Netflix Party was great. It's like, invite you to my party, hit play, and then you know everyone's synced. It's done. It's taken care
A
of.
lot of people use the feature too. It's just really weird that they just pulled
I
it
knew
randomly.
almost everyone I knew used it, but like, nah, nobody uses it. And they just pulled it. So
Interesting.
that was like fucking what, like 2 years ago they got rid of it?
Fuck yeah, probably.
They might have had it less than the time it's been gone.
Were all the movies available to watch with a party? Was that another thing? Like you didn't watch all
no. And every movie on Netflix wasn't available in a
Really?
Netflix party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
It had to be like
something like
party applicable. So there was some movies on there that you could watch, but not in a party.
So if you were in a party, did everyone in the party have to have Netflix?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
then why would
they need to have the
party
movie.
applicable? That doesn't make any sense.
No idea. There was just certain movies on Netflix you could not watch
Well,
in
it
a
wasn't
Netflix
just
party.
like the movie too. Like there was like, your avatar should sit in the front row of like a
Right.
movie theater,
Yeah,
and you
like
can interact.
Mystery
Yeah,
Science
yeah,
style.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could go full screen though. I didn't realize that for about 3 movies though. Yeah.
Never knew.
All right, right. Never knew that.
Damn it.
So for like 3 movies, I was like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't want to look at my fucking avatar in the theater. This is annoying, you know. And it's just like,
Yeah.
show the fucking full screen. And I'm like, oh, A button. Oh, okay.
Well,
Here we go. Change screen. There we go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never once used that party feature. I guess
We were losers though, Gus.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. To be fair.
We were all scattered across the U.S.
I never
And Canada.
want to. I guess I never want to interact with people in real life since
Yeah.
like
Right.
I don't even really play games with people I know on Xbox Live.
I absolutely.
Like I have a friends list, but I don't ever like
Yeah.
play with them.
That was the thing with Netflix for me. Like, maybe not Netflix, but as far as party goes, I absolutely talk to people and just use it as communication a million times more than games.
Yeah.
You know, just like I get home, I sign on, somebody else is on, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And we just bullshit. And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm watching this, I'm gonna watch that. Oh, you wanna watch a movie? Let's watch the fucking movie. And it was already there.
Yeah.
And there's like, nah, I can't do that anymore. So
Yeah.
that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I never, because I feel like everyone on my friends list is better at games than me. So I'd rather just play with random strangers, you know. And I play online a lot. It's just random matchups.
Have you played like any more in depth in the Last of Us multiplayer?
Yes. I think, have you?
No, I haven't even played it yet.
Yes, and I found something interesting. So, in that game, you can connect the multiplayer to Facebook, which is something I normally never do because it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this game
Who
going
gives
to
a
do?
shit?
I thought that it would
That was
just
an
like,
achievement, a game.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it would just like push shit on my Facebook, and I didn't want any of that. But I did it because I read that. Okay, how can I explain this? Okay, let me step back a bit. So when you play multiplayer,
Rewind.
as you play matches, you get like a clan of people. In like
I
it's like a
remember you
meta
telling me
game,
about this, yeah.
and you have to like get supplies for them and take care of them. If you connect your game to Facebook, everyone in your clan is names of people you're friends with on Facebook.
Interesting.
So that way you can keep track of them more easily. Like Jack is getting water, or
Oh, nice.
Michael has gotten sick. You know,
Way to go.
Yeah, we're not
Bringing-
friends,
bringing
but
Gus
he's
down.
using it as
Yeah,
an example.
example,
Gotcha.
like as if we were virtual friends. So it's interesting. Like instead of just having generic names, it helps you like keep
That makes
track
sense.
or
Keep
make
track
more
of
of a
everybody,
connection to a clan. So every match you play is essentially one day, and you have to survive. I think like 10 weeks. I think I'm on week 4 right now, and then as you go through, every so often you get like a random event. Like I'm playing as a hunter. It's like the fireflies are going to attack you. You need to, to protect your people. You choose like something you have to do. So it's like you have to kill 9 people in the next 3 rounds, or
Oh, okay.
something like that, or
Right.
revive 9 people in the next 3 rounds. And if you do that, you reduce the number of people who die in the firefly attack.
Is there like a trophy for keeping them alive those 10 weeks?
I believe there's
sure
one
there
for
is.
each faction.
Yeah.
That's 2 of the achievements. Because from what I understand is like, if somehow you fail in those 10 weeks, like you're fucked and that's gone. You got to start back
Start
over. So the 2 achievements, I guess, because you can do
Well,
2 different factions.
trophies.
Trophies. Sorry, the 2 trophies are for the 2 different factions. It's get to the end of the 10 weeks for each one,
The hunters and
which
the
I believe
fireflies.
is the minimum, 180 multiplayer matches or 170 multiplayer matches, something like that. Like if you don't fuck it up.
a lot of
But if you
multiplayer.
do, I imagine you get to week 9 and you fuck it up, you got to do it all over again.
Yep.
Yeah. Like as it is, it sucks. Like I got up to 45 in my clan at one point, but then the fireflies attack, like the example I just gave, was down to, and I didn't kill enough people, so I was
Yeah.
like down to 24. I was like, fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you end up losing a lot of
Wow.
people. Like it's really tough.
Dude, life's hard.
I know it's not really a big deal to a lot of people, but that game, as good as it is, has one of the worst trophy/achievement lists
awful.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's like 30 maybe.
There's
trophies?
24. There's 24 trophies in The Last of Us, which is just abysmal. I mean, most games have 45 or 50. And I
Eight of them are
think
tied to difficulty.
8 of them are difficulty, and then like 5 or 6 of them are just collectibles.
So that's 14 right there. It's more
It's
than
just
half already.
and there's like 6
Then there's the multiplayer ones.
There's like maybe 5 or 6 trophies.
Yeah, when I played
to
through the
even
game,
bother.
like just playing through, not looking for them, I think I only got like 2.
I think besides
I hate games
beating
like
the
that.
game, I think I got like 1 or 2. Yeah.
That's
I think I
crazy.
have 4 trophies for beating the whole
Yeah,
game.
and I think that's a side effect of trophies on the PSN not being standardized like they are on the 360. I think on the 360, when a game, in order to get certified, a game has to have its achievements reviewed, and they have to meet certain criteria.
Really?
Like they have to have so many, like a certain number. And
I guess Avatar was way before they started.
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
A
that's
little
why
bit.
300 hit combo.
that's why
You
the
got
launch
everything.
games on the 360 are different.
Yeah.
They don't have 1,000 points.
Condemned has
and-
970.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Perfect
nice.
Dark doesn't even have like achievement descriptions. It's like 10 kills and kill count is the name of the achievement, and the description is 10 kills and kill counts. Like, all right, well, guess you're a launch
I
title, so it's
beat
okay.
Perfect Dark. That was the first game I ever bought. I got it before my 360. Boy, was I excited. Fucking beat the game twice and got 2 achievements.
That's another
Really?
thing.
Yeah,
The
and
difficulties don't stack in that game
difficulty
either.
achievements. That's it. It was
That
like
game
beat-
you actually have to beat 8 times.
It
Also.
was like beat it on normal or whatever. I beat the whole game with my brother. Got like 10 gamer score, and I'm like, the fuck is a gamer score? And then beat the game on whatever the next difficulty was worth like 15. So I beat this whole game twice. Spent I don't know how many hours on it. Played for like a week, and I'm like, man, 25 points. That's not bad. I bought Need for Speed Most Wanted. You get 1,000 for beating
Beat
the game, and I was like,
you don't even beat the.
The
You don't have to
fuck?
beat the game. Once you beat the
it's
last
like
guy
right
on the
before
list,
the
it's
last
like,
boss.
oh,
Yeah, it's for every
all right.
driver you beat. It's like 100 points. There you go. Good job. There's tons of extra stuff to do in that game. None of them for achievements. It's just
Right.
beat the game.
But, I mean, that's just people didn't know how to use them.
Yeah.
They
I
were
guess
just like,
so.
we had to figure this shit out.
Just sucks.
That game, great live action acting in that.
Really?
In Most Wanted. No,
No.
it's fucking terrible.
Then you talk about Last of Us. One.
No,
Really?
no. Last of Us is great.
Yeah. No, yeah. Need for Speed. No. Aren't they making a movie now or something? Need for Speed.
They made fucking 6 fucking Fast and the Furious movies. Making Need for Speed.
It's true.
I mean,
When I was down in Australia, we went to an arcade one night. Like we
We
went
still
to
have arcades in Australia. I'm jealous.
we went to a casino, and in the casino was an arcade. Like, great, let's play some games.
That's awesome.
Games. And they had a Mario Kart in the arcade. It was like,
we have a history with
how many
that.
people was it? 4 people? I think 4. No, it was 6 players.
6?
Jeez.
We've
Fuck,
only
I don't
seen
know,
the,
it was 4. It was
we've
4.
only seen
4-player
2.
like system link. And I sat down to play. I was like, oh great, we can sit down 4 of us.
Yeah.
Like, when I sat up, the item button was broken.
Oh,
Fuck. To play the whole game with no items.
that
It's like
sucks.
that
It's like,
reminded
why
me.
bother playing?
That reminded me of why I hated playing in arcades. So that wasn't the only thing that fucked up for me that night. We went to go play.
It's like playing without a gas pedal in Mario
Right.
Kart.
Well, we went to go play some other racing game I'd never heard of before.
Okay.
I'm positive it was imported from Japan because there was no English in this game.
Right.
I sit down, the shifter's gone. I was like, there's literally no shifter. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna race like this. Bernie
Well, that's how they
picked
do it in Japan.
Bernie picked
Gus.
some map that was literally just a straight line. Like you did not have to turn the wheel. Like you could literally take your hands off
Yeah.
the wheel and just keep your foot on the accelerator.
hand.
Or your hand. And because you weren't using it up here. And you were just
You had no shifter, might as
going
well.
straight. Yeah.
Where you're like,
Yep. So I mean it's just like that's so shitty.
Yeah, it sucks.
Especially when you pay like $1 to play a game.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, oh,
shit's
shit.
broken. What else did I play? So, yeah, there was like, what I played? The Daytona game, the racing game.
Daytona USA?
500. Yeah, Daytona USA.
God, that
played
game's old.
I know.
It's like, I remember playing that on the
he was in
Saturn.
an arcade, right?
Yeah,
The,
true. But Mario Kart's new. New-ish.
Someone else had a broken shifter
America.
on
Oh,
Daytona
really?
USA.
In early 90s,
Well, not the arcade game. Arcade games.
The arcade
Very
game-
recent.
I guess.
What is it based on? It looked like the GameCube one. It looked kind of like Double Dash,
know.
but there weren't 2 people.
Yeah, I would say
assume
it's
maybe
around Double Dash.
Double Dash and
Circuit
the
Double
Wii
Dash.
one, yeah.
I guess they just made one up for the arcade, but it was certainly after 64.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah,
that was like 97.
Yeah. Of course, like a million of those games with fucking
Like
guns.
Guns
yeah.
and
Is
shit.
that all the arcade was? Was just racing games and gun games and
Yeah.
like redemption games?
Yeah,
That sucks.
And of course, like, so then at one point I was having trouble with because like you don't put money in the game. You like
It's a
get
cards?
a card and you scan a card.
That's annoying.
you-
Tokens work fine, man.
My card wasn't working,
Of course.
so I was like, "Fuck!"
Bad
you know,
luck, Gus.
I got to test on another game. So I went up to like this game that had like a drum you had to beat on.
It was like, was it Taiko Drum
You went
Master?
up to the desk.
No.
Oh,
Just
okay.
did this.
And so I
the card's not working.
Like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So I scanned it and I was like, I'll just play this drum game. It was like Taiko Drum Master, but for like 5-year-olds.
Oh.
It played like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I was like, fuck it. So I gave Jack one of the drum things and I took the other
Yeah.
one and we just sat there. I was like, and it got to the point where we're better obviously than 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I would hope so.
this game's not
bitches.
ending. Like we went to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star a couple of times over. Like, do you want to just walk away? It's like, yeah.
That's
it's like,
always
yeah.
awkward. That's an awkward situation.
Just left it there.
Or like the game's broken, you're like, I'm just gonna walk away.
I'm sure it just like is relevant to our intelligence, but Ray and I on at least 2 occasions went to Dave & Buster's back when he lived in New York and I lived in Jersey, and this one Dave & Buster's in Manhattan has the Mario Kart game with the 2 side-by-sides.
Yeah.
We both times probably spent like 4 or 5 like plays in
Yeah.
it before we could fucking link our games together. We're like, all right, let's do this. Are you going? Are you fuck shit? All right,
Literally
fine.
could not
So it's like
figure it
so it's
out.
like me and Ray both raced. We both got first place. Versus our computers. It's like, all right, round 2. You started already. You fucking started
It was
already.
really weird.
There was like little kids lined up waiting to go, and it's like, hang on, all right,
Wait
we're
your
gonna
damn
go.
turn.
Just wait. And like we were there for like 30 minutes before we
That-
finally got a fucking game together.
Every game we played, someone didn't join.
It was so fucking complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, every fucking game, there was always someone who's like, oh, wait, I didn't get in. Like, oh, come on. So
I don't
when
know how
you
you mess
play with
something
like
like
4
that up.
people, you're like,
Yeah.
are you in? Are you in? Are you ready?
The
Are you
machine
ready?
should be linked. It's like, this person's ready to go. Like, I know with Time Crisis, it's like you can play by yourself. You can just link up with the next person.
Crisis.
I miss those games. They still making those games? Probably not.
Probably not. Does
sucks.
anyone make arcade games?
That's a good point.
Every game in that arcade seemed like it was at least
Yeah.
5 to 10 years old.
If it was
Guess
5
there's
years
some
old,
money
I'd
in
be
it.
shocked.
Yeah.
That's brand new.
I think there may be one that was like.
Well, what the fuck?
5 years
Why are
old.
you gonna make an arcade game? How are you gonna make money?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's gonna go to an arcade and be like, I'm gonna sink $200 into this week after week?
Yeah.
Ray size.
Arcades were great.
Did you do that? Is that what you've done?
Yeah.
I got kicked out of an arcade once
Did you?
when I was like, how old was I? 15 or 16? Because I was playing Road Rash,
Uh-huh.
and I would not stop cursing. So like the employee at Aladdin's Castle came and was like, you need to leave. And I was
That's
like, I'm
really-
playing my game. Like, you need to
It's
go.
funny. It's funny you say that because
What's
like
it a big deal? It's an arcade.
I know.
a few weeks ago, or longer than that now, but we did a versus with where Jack challenged Ray to the crane game, like in an arcade, and the whole thing was live action. And I don't even remember how long the versus video was, but it took them, besides like all the lead up and all that shit, just like, all right, go, you guys are playing. It must have taken them 30
to
35
45
minutes to get a fucking thing like from the crane game.
Yeah.
So it's like edited beyond belief. But like, so when they finally started doing things, because we're standing in an arcade and we're a bunch of grown men, we're like, oh fuck! Like Ryan being like, the responsible like married adult. He's like, guys, keep it down. We're gonna get thrown out, guys. So it's like we're sitting there filming like, oh
Can
shit!
you imagine if we got thrown
He's
out
like,
mid-versus?
Shut up. So there's a clear part in the video where I'm like, oh fuck, because Ryan was like a little concerned we were gonna get thrown out. He kept like looking over
Where
his
did you go
shoulder.
to do that?
We went to an undisclosed pizza place
Oh,
nearby
okay, undisclosed.
that has
Yeah.
a arcade attached to it.
Okay. Why is it undisclosed?
Because it is.
Okay. Fair enough.
To be fair, I don't know why it's... No, I do. We'll tell you after, I guess.
Okay. There was also like talking about the crane game made me think about this. They also had that shitty game down there where it's like they have like prizes suspended on a string, and you have to like
Was it the key game?
get a pair of scissors
Oh.
to come out and like cut the rope.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But the scissors are dull. So even if you line it up all the way, it like snips, and
What
then
a
like
piece
the
of
rope's
shit.
still
It's
there.
like the safety scissors that
Yeah.
kids use in school.
And you see like the ropes all frayed from like other
bent.
failed attempts.
Yeah.
It's like
You fuck.
this is never.
You
it's never-
motherfucker.
And there's even like warnings all over it that were like, even if you line this up correctly, the rope may not cut.
Those are the ones where it's like brand new iPad with Retina scan. It's like $4 to play.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
exactly
win
what
it.
it was.
Yeah.
I think it was like the prize were like 3DSs or
Yeah.
something.
Just go buy
If
one.
there's a
Yeah.
prize,
It'll be cheaper.
if there's a prize that's worth more than like $4, odds are you're never gonna win it ever.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to sink so much money into that, or be some kind of like savant at friggin' the rope cutter.
Yeah.
Well, the
where
stuff
it's
in that
just like
crane game
fucking
were,
forget
like,
it.
50 cent
Dude,
dolls.
yeah,
They were pretty
yeah.
shit.
To be fair, it shouldn't have taken you guys 40 minutes to get
I've
it.
never won in a crane game
How
before.
many?
I've never have either.
I think it was. I want to
They're
say
rigged against Hispanics.
the crane
Right.
game was 25 cents a play.
Yep.
And
It
Jack
was.
and Ray both had $10 cards. So they both had 40 attempts. Both of them needed to refill their cards.
There was definitely over 100.
Well, that's how they make their money.
Yep.
Yeah.
They definitely made like $30 at least.
40 attempts each. I think Ray finally won, probably around like the 50 or 60
Spoiler.
area.
But too bad.
Spoiler for 2 months old.
I mean, yeah, you talk about like who makes an arcade game, how are you gonna make your money
Yeah.
back? Just fill it with like 50-cent dolls and then let people spend
Are tickets still
30
a
or
thing?
40
Like,
bucks.
Yeah,
They were down there.
Oh.
they're in some places.
I saw some dude winning like, he must have won a couple thousand tickets because like the machine was like spitting them out and it was a stack like this thick
Yeah.
and this long. It was like grrr, like going back and forth. I was like, what do you do with those? You gonna go like a
Gonna
fake
buy a
mustache
fucking
and a
toaster.
comb?
You can buy a
Like,
toaster.
Comb your little mustache.
Mustache
Toaster?
comes
Can you
over.
get anything?
Absolutely, you can buy a toaster.
Can you really?
I bought a toaster once at Point Pleasant. I used to go all the time with my family. Like I used to go, and so it was like kind of deal where we went enough where I'd take the tickets home with me if I didn't want to buy anything. So it's just like I was there one day, and like I was like 13 or 14, whatever, and I had enough tickets, and I was like, the fuck am I gonna buy? And like you said, it's all like fake mustaches or a bouncy ball or like the sticky little spiders that stick to the
I love
wall.
those things.
You
Oh,
wing
yeah.
them at people.
They get all dusty and then they don't do anything.
Yeah, and they work
good for like 5
for
attempts.
A few hours, and then they suck. But I came across it. I'm like, there it is, fucking toaster.
Where'd you get your toaster? Dave and Buster's?
Point Pleasant. Got it at Jenkinson's Boardwalk. Fucking bought this brand new white toaster.
How much it cost
toasts.
you? 20,000 tickets?
Yeah, probably a few $100s.
But it's yours.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
So someone was commenting about you wanting Xbox Live or the Netflix party back.
Mm-hmm.
They said they want 1 versus 100 back.
I never got into that.
I
You
played
didn't?
it.
No.
I played it very briefly.
I played it a couple of times. Seemed all right. But I always felt like no matter how fast you answered or how good you were,
Yeah, it's always someone better.
there's always someone way better. You're like, oh man, I'm doing really good.
There were times, and I'm a loser for this besides all the other
Here we
reasons. It was probably halfway done when they did seasons, right? Like 2 seasons
Yeah.
or something like that. And I like set an alarm because you could set like a reminder, the Xbox tell you. And I'm like, I should play this. And then I looked at the achievements. I'm like, if I don't get these, I'll never get these. So I'm like, nah. I just passed on it, just assuming I would never get. Like if I had like 170 out of 200, I'd go insane. I hate games where it's like like EA games where they shut down the servers and you get the achievements.
So you didn't
It's
play
like-
1 versus 100 just because you were afraid you wouldn't
Yeah.
get them all.
How many
Pretty
games
much.
have you, before you had that mindset, how many games have you fucked yourself over from?
Just playing games just to
Because
play games.
you
Well,
played
when I-
them, not just to play games, but like early on you played them and went like, ah shit, like a Graw or something you're probably never going to
Probably
get.
like the first 2 years, 3 years of me having an Xbox, I'm like, I'll just play these games. Like I have a whole bunch of racing games like Ridge Racer 6 and like Project Gotham Racer 3 I just played, and never in a million years I get those achievements. Graw, well I had fun with Graw, but those achievements are
Top of the
ridiculous.
leaderboard bullshit.
Yeah.
Top of the leaderboard.
There's like 3 of them.
And it's also only like 10 points or 20. Oh,
It's something.
Who cares?
yeah,
it
you
could
can
be,
have
it could be
not enough.
1,000. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It could be $9.99.
There's people that still try to get it.
can you still get those
Yeah, I think they
achievements?
reset the leaderboards every like, they do it frequently, every month or so.
Oh.
Maybe. And there's people that set up like boosting for like weeks and weeks and weeks just to get that one achievement.
Fuck it.
Or 3 achievements. I'm like, nope.
Dude,
Yeah.
my completion percentage is like probably, you're lucky if it's over 50% at this point. I don't give a fuck.
I
Yeah.
think the only game I've ever completed 100% is the Walking Dead game.
Yeah.
And that's because
All I gotta do is beat
it's
it.
progression. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just beat it. In the 400 Days expansion, there's one
There's 2
achievement.
achievements you can miss.
There's 2 you can miss?
Yeah.
I know the reunion one.
Yeah, the one where you're playing rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, you can lose that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can choose not to do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So-
It's funny you say that. Like, usually I'll ask Ray, like, oh, how's this game? Especially if it's not like a AAA game. It's kind of like, you know, some shit game
Like
on the
Deadpool,
side.
for example. Not a AAA
Like
game, it
Deadpool.
kind of
Not
snuck
shit,
out.
But yeah,
It's a
just
fun
like,
game.
how's that game? The go-to, and I have to clarify, but, oh, you're playing Deadpool. How's Deadpool? And Ray will be like, oh, it's pretty good. Easy achievements. I'm like, right. How's the game? And he'd be like, oh, game's good.
Yeah,
Like,
game's great.
literally his first answer is always based on how difficult it is to get the achievements. How's that game? He's like, oh, fucking awful.
But
And I'm
they're,
like, seriously? And he's like, yeah, the achievements are terrible. I'm like, how's the game? He's like, oh, I guess the game's
That's
great,
probably
I
how it's going to be
guess.
with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Just looking at past Rockstar titles, the achievements are going
Rockstar
to
is
be
not good with achievements, especially multiplayer.
Same thing with,
so many multiplayer. Red Dead's atrocious.
Yeah.
epic. Gears of War.
Did you play you played 400 Days. You finished it. What'd you think of that?
I thought it was good. Wasn't as good as the main game, just because it's like they're trying to cram 5 stories into like an hour and a half, and they all ended on like cliffhangers.
I've heard that
Oh,
supposedly
really?
all of
Yeah.
these stories are going to tie into the next, like full.
I'm sure they are. Well,
Walking Dead.
because at the end, I'm assuming the decisions in 400 Days will carry over to season
Yeah.
2, and at the end of the game, you can like with spoiler, some people can come with you and some people can stay. So I assume that'll play a role.
You and I had the exact same party, by the way.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, with the same people. I think you and I had all the same choices except for one.
Father like son.
One one of the choices we were different on. We lied. You lied to the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
Liar.
Big fat
I mean,
phony.
It turns out like less than 20 seconds later it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, well,
That's
fuck
one of
you.
the problems I have with that game. I felt like a lot of the decisions didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
There also wasn't a lot of decisions at all.
Yeah.
With each chapter being 15, 20 minutes.
I felt like each chapter was like 3 decisions, and that was it. Like with almost no
More of a story
gameplay.
in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
The reunion thing was kind of cool, though.
Just like a prep
little-
story
no.
for the second one.
They what's the one I'm looking for? I don't remember the word I'm looking for. Confirmed, there you go, that Clementine will be in season 2, which is kind of obvious, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Did you see the Clementine cosplayer at San Diego Comic-Con?
No, I didn't.
I guess she went to like the Walking Dead panel.
Yeah,
and,
that's pretty cool.
It's like some girl
they're
just
starting to sell the hats that she wears. Like the,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The D?
It's pretty cool. Is it a D or is it a C? I thought it was a C for Clementine. It might be a D.
Yeah.
But
Did you ever play the Walking Dead game?
Never played it.
God, it's a great
So
game.
Ray keeps talking about it. He's got the disc though.
Yeah, I got
so
the disc.
I should borrow
It's
it.
a disc version?
yeah, like a retail.
They
version.
released every DLC all in one disc, or not DLC, but
Every episode in one disc.
Xbox Live
I
Arcade
think
game.
It was
before
some-
season 2 comes out, I'll do like another run through of the game.
Yeah,
To get
there-
everything I want.
It was also it was also on the Steam Summer Sale. I think
Yep.
you could have gotten it all for like $5 or something.
I can get it from him for
For
free.
free, yeah.
You
So
can
it's
get
just
all the
like,
achievements too.
Yeah, just play it.
Easy.
Good game, great achievements. I'm a terrible person.
Yeah,
I
like,
can see him playing the worst game
Fantastic
ever.
Four.
It's fucking awful.
It's
Like, he's
bad.
just like so bad. I'm like, how was it? He's like, oh, pretty good. Achievements are easy.
Just gotta push through it.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah, I own that game. It's just funny to have.
Somebody, a friend of mine bought that, and they did it, and they were gonna let me borrow it, and so like they drove to my house, or like maybe I was with them or whatever. They dropped me off, and I had the game. I'm like, I'll be right back. I ran in the house, put it in my Xbox, got 1,000, and then came back and gave the game back
That's
to them.
the easiest
And they waited
1,000
outside and then drove away.
In Xbox. history.
Easily.
5 to 10 minutes.
There's
Just
no.
hit the B button.
Yeah.
So I just own it just because
Was
I
it
think it's fun to
bugged
have.
or?
No, that was
No,
it.
there's just like 5 achievements.
Wow.
And
I'm always
all it is combos. It's like get 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That's
and
it.
you just hit B and it's like a projectile.
And like you can do it like 5 seconds into the game, you can get a 500 hit combo,
I'm-
and it's worth like 350 gamer score.
I'm legit interested to see if anybody got past that first screen. Like if they actually want to play the game.
I will say, and I told him when I gave it back to him, I felt bad, so I beat the first boss. I got 1,000, and then decided to beat the first level, which is seriously like 5 minutes long. It's like you fight some enemies, you fight a boss,
Oh,
and that's it.
yeah. Once I got
And
the
I was
last
like,
achievement.
I beat the boss. I'm not gonna lie, furthest I got. from
Why'd you
anyone I
even
know.
bother with that?
I don't know, because I was
You
just
felt
like,
bad?
I felt
I don't feel
committed.
bad at all.
I felt committed. I didn't really feel bad, but.
I get what I needed. I leave.
What the fuck, man? have that be 999. At least have a one gamer score achievement. Beat the game. It's like, fuck, I have to. All right.
Do you think that that's a result of like oversight? Like no one thought you could do that early, or is it just laziness? Or?
I think it's just laziness, man. I don't
Laziness.
know. I mean,
Or
how
maybe
can
they
you
just forgot.
possibly like look at that and be like, okay, like clearly anyone who decided it
that what-
could have been like, all right, I have it. You know what I mean? Like clearly nobody.
Yeah.
They had to have tried it out. I
Yeah,
mean,
that wasn't a launch title. That came out like
Yeah,
in,
that came out years later, like
Yeah.
2-3 years later. So they were
no
games. with-
idea.
I don't know.
I know someone was like, button mashing's hard. And they just figured like, this will take people forever.
Good to know Goofy worked on that
Yeah.
Avatar game.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing
you
these
would
days.
think like any time they run a game through like QA and testers,
Testing.
like testers do that shit all the time. They'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck this. And get it right away.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. Waiting
Play
for Avatar
Avatar.
2.
Dude, do you think M. Night's making another one? There's a sequel coming out?
The first one bombed, right? It didn't do very well.
Sure it did.
Also that.
Sure it did.
I don't want to talk about movies too much.
That was a
Okay.
Legend of Korra game.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they can fuck that up.
100 to 1,000 combo.
Yeah, it's funny. So that game though, that Avatar game was not a tie into the movie because the movie came out later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that
just-
was
it
that was
related to
that was
the
just a show. It was
So
a
did they
season
make
of
any
the
other
show.
Avatar games? Did they make
Yeah.
one for the movie?
Yeah. The.
I
Oh, wait,
don't
no, no.
know. I don't think so.
Well, there's the Avatar like Nickelodeon show and then Avatar the James Cameron one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
the Last
that's why I got
Airbender.
confused.
I don't
but no,
think they
that-
ever made an Avatar Nickelodeon version for the feature-length movie. I don't believe they ever did. It was just the anime, or
and the M.
which
Night
isn't
Shyamalan
technically
one
an anime.
didn't get a game.
shocking.
Yeah, I know.
How the
Actually,
fuck
it
does
is
he get
shocking.
movies? I don't get it. Who cleared that? I was just talking
People
to
who watch The Sixth Sense and nothing else, you're like,
Yeah.
this guy's great.
It's just like the thing about that movie before, like, without even getting into it, it's just like the thing that pissed me off right from the get-go, having someone who watched the whole series, and it's a great series, is like half the names are mispronounced. And I'm just like, did you watch the show? The main character's name's Aang, not Ong. Right off the bat, everyone calls him Ong the whole movie, and it's just like,
You're ready.
yeah.
No longer
Thanks, M.
immersed.
Night. What a twist! We changed all the characters' names.
Was there a big twist at the end? Someone wakes up, it's all a dream?
No.
There's another airbender.
The twist at the end was it was real. You actually watched that movie.
He had your
The
money.
twist at the end was no refunds. It comes out on the screen.
Yeah. It's over. Shit.
Damn it.
No, I remember one year I went to Comic-Con when they were promoting Avatar, the James Cameron movie.
Okay.
There were banners
a shit game.
all up and down the street promoting Avatar, and I was behind these two kids who were like, they really should have called that movie something else. Everyone's going to think it's The Last Airbender. Like, they were legitimately
Yeah.
concerned and upset about it.
Yeah.
they picked
I've
it
come
up.
from the aspect of, like, I watched that, obviously, way before the James Cameron movie, so I just called it Avatar. I was never like, hey, you ever watch Avatar The Last Airbender? So, like, anytime ever, even if I'm being specific, like I'm talking about anime, like, oh, I really like anime, and this and that, oh, you ever watch Avatar? And they're like, James Cameron movie? And I'm like, damn it, no!
Not the Blue People movie.
Yeah.
The blue people.
That movie, like, required the general public to now say The Last Airbender, because the James Cameron movie
Does
came
that
out.
upset you?
Yeah, a little bit. I was here first.
I can see that.
Avatar was here
I was
first,
here
James
first.
Cameron. Me and Avatar were here first.
All right, well, we're at our time. We're at an hour. So,
Are we?
All right.
yeah,
That
we're going to
was
wrap
quick.
up this
Good job,
discussion.
Ray. Gus,
video
you were
games.
pretty good.
Thank you. We'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bounce high.
This here's a jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females to get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by, you wish you could sex her, but you stand another boy like you was Poindexter. Next day's function, high class luncheon. Food is served and you're stone cold munching. Music comes on and people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly spit your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start gawking. Sits down next to you and starts talking. Says she wanna dance cause she likes the groove, so come on fatso and just bust the move.